Hello guys, good morning. Good morning everyone. Okay, I see people are joining. All right, good morning everyone. My name is Adrian and welcome to Cytron's 12th webinar series. Today we have a special guest. His name is Peter Ong and he is a maker and also a founder from Prototechies. Today Peter will be sharing with us his experience in making and also how he started his making journey and how he get to where he is today. All right, so if you are new to today's session, to our Cytron's webinar session, what you can do is drop your questions in the comment section. Today, this session is a little different. We are going to make it more interactive. You get to talk to us through the comment section. You can ask us any questions. We welcome you to ask questions, and we want to make it as interactive as possible. So without wasting more time, because today's session is only 45 minutes, let's welcome Peter to the floor. Hi, Peter. Welcome to Cytron's webinar series.
Hello, Adrian. Hello, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Hope everybody is doing well. So, without further ado, let me just present myself. So, I'm Peter Ong. So, founder of Prototechies, which is just like founded 1 year ago, actually. So, it's not a long time, but it's an interesting journey since I'm becoming a maker. So, today's topic is more like from no idea to something that I love. So it started with something that I have no idea on because I was so confused, right? So after that, after the long journey, I'm not sure how long is it now, but it's definitely a quite long journey until becoming a maker that I am now. So let me just share my slide about my story, okay? I think you can, okay, the slide are pinned, okay? So this is my story. So how I started from becoming a maker. It's more on like curiosity. You can see a green words down there. So those green color words on the bottom corners are usually keywords for what I have, right? So when I started making, a lot of people will be asking me when I started, right? So I started without a computer. Okay, my time, I don't think I am as lucky as you, maybe. Depends on how old you are, but to those youngsters, I don't have a computer when I starting to make stuff. So where I started is the Form 5 physics textbooks. Anyone remember this Form 5 physics textbook? I'm not sure whether people know this Form 5
I think you're trying to reveal your age, like how long it is.
Oh, no,
this physics
no.
book. I don't know how long is this ago.
Yeah, I think this is 2008. I don't remember when is my Form 5. So this is the physics Form 5 textbook. If those who remember this, I'm not sure they changed the syllabus now. Hopefully they changed it, or else
we
we'll be doing
updated textbook.
Did they updated the textbook?
Maybe.
I'm not sure about the Malaysian education system, but hopefully they updated the textbooks. So this is the textbooks that helps me to becoming a maker. You would say that Form 5. So I got my computer since Form 5 actually. My first PC laptop during Form 5, right? Look at that. I don't have gaming live. I don't have anything, just textbook, right? So one of the particular circuit that I'm interested in is this LDR circuit. So just to clarify, the LDR is a light dependent resistor, or you can say it's a partial smart light system. Not super smart like the IoT, but it senses the surrounding around you, the light intensity, and it will just like lights up the bulb when it's dark, and when it's bright, the bulb is off. I think this is very, very simple transistor type of circuit in the Form 5 physics textbook. So I'm particularly interested in circuit somehow, okay, electricity and circuit somehow. So you see, during that time, there's no online e-commerce platform, right? And there's no, I think shops, maybe yes. Electronic shops in Penang are very rare. I mean, in Penang Island itself, okay, it's not easy to find.
One
right?
or two only. That
Yeah,
time,
I mean,
I think
even now
only
also
two.
not many, right? Even now it's
Yeah.
not many also. So one or two. So there's one shop particularly called Tai Huat, right? They do sell electronics kit. So
Hardware store. Yeah.
yes, one of the hardware store Tai Huat. I think there's no Mr. DIY and stuff like that, but there's Tai Huat. So the Tai Huat part there, they do sell electronics kit in package, like LED chasing lights. So I almost spend my savings on those actually, right? So there are certain parts that you can use, but for this Form 5, I didn't go Tai Huat yet. There's no Thai. I don't know Thai what exists. Uh, Although it's founded very long time ago, but I don't know Taiwan. Okay, so I got my physics textbook and I have a circuit like this. So where do I get my parts? I was like thinking, how do I get my parts? But I do have a computer, so I do some research on the internet, right? Not really good at internet as well during that time. Don't know how to use a computer sometimes, right? So I got those parts from a radio. So I think I still have some of the parts here. Okay, maybe Adrian
Yeah,
can
you can go
pin my
and you can go and grab it.
you can pin my video. I shift my webcam down a bit. Yeah. So this is my box. It's very old already. Although
10 years
yeah,
old, this box.
I'm not sure how old. More than 10 years old, I think. All right. And these are the parts inside. You can see. Oh my gosh, radio, right? Sure have speaker one, right? and I think my radio there's something called the CD player or cassette player. Cassette player. Sorry, that time it's cassette. Okay, so there's this motor thing that spin the belt, right? Some of the parts. This LCD is from I think the DVD player or CD player. I don't remember it. They use very I think it's an analog type of like LCD. Yeah, but it's not. It's not our LCD. It's not the I2C LCD, the nice Arduino programmable LCD. It comes with a lot of pins and it's high voltage LCD. So it's like I don't remember what this called already, and maybe some of the pro maker know what is this, but it uses high voltage light. Then it's like neon thing of stuff like that, fluorescent dark. So it uses like 90 volts to power this. There's a power converter inside to convert this. And during that time, I don't know how to use this because this is very difficult to research and make it work. So
90
motors,
volt, 90 volt.
yeah, I think 90. It's like the EL wire like that, right? The electric fluorescent luminescent wire like that. It's like neon type of technology, right? So okay lah. The I think it's from a walkie-talkie, the toy walkie-talkie. So I bought a lot of toys as well. So I opened up all my toys also. And oh yeah, I think this is the DVD player stuff. I don't know. It's a stepper thing. Sorry, the video is not super clear, but this is basically what I have. Sensor. I think this is I'm not sure what sensor is this. Maybe it's a magnetic sensor from. I think magnetic sensor from a. I think shower or something like that. The
Shovel?
hot shower. You know the shower,
Oh.
the hot shower pump. Inside there's a lot of circuits as well. So it's broken, so I took it out and just get all the parts. I find out this sensor inside. I think it's to trigger I think water, right? There's a water flow. Then it will push the magnet, and this will contact this magnetic sensor. Then it will just activate something. Yeah, it's a safety feature from the heater. I think yes, yeah, definitely. So these are all my parts. I still keep this. This is like one-way, two-way switch or something like that.
I think these are the things that you can't get it anymore. Some of these things.
Yeah, it's so analog-ish, but maybe still can get lah.
Yeah, answers. That one is called VFD, vacuum fluorescent
VFD.
display.
Who is that?
Right.
Okay, VFD. Okay. Oh yeah, it's written there. Sorry.
Fluorescent
display. Oh yes.
Yeah, that's why it's high voltage.
Thank you, Lee. Thank you. Yeah, it uses very high voltage. I think it's burnout also. There's a part that burning out. So some I think it uses some gases inside, neon gases, right? So still there. So it's cool stuff. This is where I started. So I still keep this box. I think I will show my grandchildren or something like that. So I will keep this. Now let me switch back to my slide. So it's fine. Okay, that's where how I get started in making, right? So then you will say after Form 5, what you do then, right? So okay, the green words there is never give up. So I actually started Form 6. Like everybody, after Form 5, you will do Form 6. That particular year, it was like, for me, it's 2 years type of Form 6. There's no choice for choosing 1 year, I think. Then I failed my ad maths. Oh my God, failed my ad maths, you know. I failed my ad maths. And how can I get my engineering then? It's so difficult to get engineering in local U. If I fail my ad maths, plan to remark the paper, but after that I think it's no point lah, because I actually try every questions. I do every questions. I never skip any questions, but I fail. So people will definitely ask, why don't you remark the paper, right? So, but I don't think that's what I want, right? So I just, I think I just wasted my 2 years in Form 6, but definitely meet a lot of friends and stuff like that. But after that, I say, because my physics, I got A somehow, physics A. So if I fail my maths by physics got A, it's to a lot of people, it will say that, hey, how come is that possible? Because physics uses a lot of like mathematics, engineering mathematics. I did fail, so fail my maths. So okay, I try diploma in PSDC. Yes, Penang Skill Development Center. Okay, it's a non-paid one. This is where I study. So they are focused on engineering only, right? So right, they have I think most are computer engineering, mechanical engineering, and electronics engineering, and they do have those. I think CNC type of engineering. I don't know what they call it, but yeah, definitely mostly engineering. So I study a diploma in electronics. They accepted me because I got an A in physics. So lucky. Or else I don't know where I should go. So local U, they don't care because fail have to retake. So I get my diploma in PSC. And since then onwards, I know what is engineering. So that's where I started to know more about engineering, because it widens my view on engineering and how and let me see a lot of wonders. You can say that. So then,
would you like to wait, before we continue, Peter? Would you like to move your webcam back to your
my face?
Yeah,
Oh,
face.
you want to see my face?
People want to see your face.
Sorry. I show you the white piece of paper.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we have more people joining already right now. So
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
guys, Peter are sharing he's sharing his life story about how he entered Maker and also engineering. If you have questions, please drop your questions in the comment section. I will direct the question to Peter directly. Right. So Peter,
Okay.
continue.
Yep,
Thank you.
I will continue then. So after I study my PSDC, definitely there will be FYP, right? So don't ask me what is FYP. Okay, I will just explain. Final year project. Okay. So that's where I meet Cytron, which is now whatever now. So I got my computer, then I have more cash on hands. Then I started sourcing my component from Cytron Technology. Yay! Cytron. No, not non-paid one. They didn't pay me for anything.
When was that?
When was that?
10 years or so. Got 10 years.
Yeah, I think 2015 or 14. I don't remember it. Yeah, somewhere there. My FYP in diploma, right? So I got parts. Just further explain. I don't have a I think it's on my Facebook, but I didn't take it out. So I just want to make the slide more clean. So I think I do image processing for my diploma, because that's my lecturer's favorite stuff. Okay, my so I have to do that. But I'm not really particular interested in software or some type of like too imagey stuff, right? So I'm not really good at that. So it's like programming and stuff like that. Not super good, okay. But so I try to use a laser and a webcam like this one, just a simple webcam and a laser to estimate the distance of the object, which is now they have the what do you call that? The laser rangefinder.
LiDAR.
Yes, but during that time there is no laser rangefinder. The technology is not there yet, but it's not developed from me lah. Okay, so with just a laser pointer, so I just slap a laser pointer on my webcam, and I do some simple image processing type of algorithm to guesstimate the distance of the object. Right, like this one, let's say a laser pointer pointing to me now. My webcam can detect that, and I somehow track the distance. I think it's a focal point thing like that. So I guesstimate the. It's a IR laser as well. It's an IR laser, so you cannot see. Only camera can see, so you cannot see. So it's good lah. Particularly, it's like invisible, right? It's invisible, so it's pointed to there. I don't use IR laser, but I use a green laser, and I remove the IR filter. I have to like open out the lens and take out the thing like that. So it's two very maker-ish type of thing, right? So so the parts that I get from Cytron, it's let me show you back.
You still have it.
Sorry, no handsome face. No handsome face. Haha. This is a Cube Servo. Cube Servo. That time it's called a Cube Servo. I think it's still called a Cube Servo. I think it's a version 1 Cube Servo. That's why the top here break off it very easily. if those who from Cytron maybe over know that.
They will remember.
So the top here break off easily. So I actually like complain and stuff like that. So I just go to Cytron and complain and stuff like that. So I say, oh, my one broke off or something like that, or doesn't fit properly. Then how to program all this stuff, because it's quite new. Before this one became a reroll stuff, right? So I just bought this Cube Servo, and I didn't use it anymore because the Cube Servo is broken, and the box G15 driver is still here, right? The G15 driver, I don't know which version also it is. It's very old already. September 12. September 12, is it 2012? Revision 1.0.0. Very old stuff. So it's like I'm like a big fan of Cytron as well, actually. So I bought everything from Cytron. So to drive this, so this motor I used to pan my camera. So I think it's 3 parts of things, right? So it's a 3-person project. So one is to detect the distance, one is to detect the sound. So there's a microphone array. So one of my I think friends are doing that. Then one is doing face detection. So when it hears certain sound, the system will send to the Arduino and pan this Cube Servo, because it's almost 360, right? So it will just pan to a particular direction when they hear the sound, and it will just capture face detect and also guesstimate the distance from the camera itself. That's my final year project stuff in diploma. So that's where I get the parts. Thank you, Cytron, for helping me getting, I think A also, right? I think yes. Because I got I got 4 years of book prizes. So for this PSDC. So since I got my 4 years of book prizes, so why not continue degree, right? Since that's what I want, right? So after diploma, but I didn't continue degree yet. Okay, I pan back my face now. Okay, hi. So I try technician in AMD, right? Technician in AMD. So AMD make a lot of chipset. I think it's a graphic chipset or stuff like that for particular I think Sony or something like that. I don't remember it. The Xbox and Sony, the particular chipset. So more on, I am there as a technician, equipment technician. So there's a shift lah, right? So morning shift, night shift, morning shift, night shift. So it's an experience to try that. So I am there to repair or debug their machine. So let's say their machine test somehow fail a lot, then I have to like change it or something, because the machine, there's a coolant thing. It's like your fridge, there's coolant, so I have to change and refill the coolant and stuff like that. And you have to cleanse, you have to use brush to clean certain things. The sensor problem, because operator have to like open up the drawer. It's a DUT, right? Device on test. So they call it a DUT. So they have something to test. So that's where I try. Then I can't tahan the shift. It's morning, then night. So this week will be morning, next week will be night. So I mess up my bio clock. So it mess up my bio clock. So it's too much for me. So I think like 6 months, like that, 6 months of messing up my bio clock. So I say I cannot tahan already, I have to continue already. So get certain savings, right? So you work, then you have some money. So of course I continue my engineering bachelor in triple E now. So it's triple E. KDU, there's a triple E. So electrical, electronics, engineering, but yeah, and electrical, right. So that's where I get my degree cert, and boom, very fast, shoot. Then I am in Penang Science Cluster. Okay. How can I just don't remember Penang Science Cluster? Okay, sorry. So it's
so fast.
Yes, it's too fast. It is like poof, then working again, right? From AMD, then study degree. I think it's just 2 years of degree. Then got first class. Then so happy, wave all my thing. So I don't need to pay anything for my degree. I'm so happy. So also I break tears that during that time as well, actually. So I don't need to pay a cent. So then I work as a tech consultant and a maker in Penang Science Cluster. So like for I think 4 years like that. Yeah, 4 years like that. So the green words, I try everything lah, right? So you have to try everything. Then it comes back to before showing this, right? Before showing this, I need you to pan back to the camera.
Are you going to show us Tesla?
No lah. Okay
Your Joel thief.
Cytron again. Oh my God. They have this come in every box, right? So you have to use this. Don't waste. So I have so many boxes of Cytron. I can show you. I show you. This my backdrop. All blue boxes. Oh my God. If you remember this, the white boxes, then you know how old I am already. The white boxes one, not yet blue, with a chop, right? So Cytron boxes. Oh my God, crazy.
I think I have one question.
Yes.
Someone asking you, do you have plans to pursue master's degree?
Because I get into maker so much, I actually don't like studying actually. And if you want to master degree, because I don't like documentation. I think I'm not really into like writings and stuff like that. So
it's more of a research path, right?
Yeah, but since it's more on research. You have to like you have to make, then you have to like test, then you have to write, document it down and stuff like that. So I'm not planning on that actually. Right, so not really planning on that. So, okay. So who is asking that? Okay, Sunny. Okay. No plans on master degree yet lah. Maybe, let's say. But for now I'm still happy. So I'm continuing my maker stuff. Okay. So this why the lighting is not good. Okay, but never mind, it's fine.
Yeah,
so during the degree and like diploma, I still build stuff, right? So I think I think which one I started? I think started with this one. It's not super clear, but it's a LDR and it's a Joule thief. If anyone knows Joule thief, because it's so magical, I love it so much. So it's like taking a 1.5 volts battery and power a few LEDs. It's so magical. I don't know why. So it's so magical. So I want to try one myself. So it's a night light Joule thief. So with this old board, I think it's very old already. It's rusted. The pin are rusted. I can't even power it up now. So it's rusted already. So with inductor and stuff like that, and oscillate to it's a boost converter lah, right? If for those who do know what is Joule thief, it's a boost converter now. They name it the boost converter now. So then you can tune the sensitivity of the LDR. There's a trimmer here. Then it lights up during the night and turns off, right? This is like the Form 5 physics textbook upgrade, right? With just power with a single battery. And that battery doesn't mean have to be 1.5 volts. It can be 0.8 or 1 volts, which is the drain out battery from your remote control, right? So it's like saving the earth as well. So why not give it a try? So after I'm planning to build a Joule thief, I still have more parts. So I salvage like this transformer from somewhere, connect LED and some transistor here, then a trimmer to tune the frequency. So this also rusted because it's too old. So it's also the same Joule thief. It's just that can I use a salvage parts to power to make a Joule thief? So I challenged myself a bit. So I said, hey, wow, that is cool. So it works as well during that time, not now. Then I further upgrade more. Then this is another toroid core. Not really clear video, but toroid core with LED. So this one works. Let me power up with yay, lights up with just a single battery. So a white LED need at least 3 volts, I think 3 point something volts to power up, but it can power up with just the one single battery. So for now, maybe it's not super fun, but during that time, it's so magical. So I really built this on. Then I get into even a tinier version. This is even tinier boost converter. It's a small little transformer. Sorry, my video is not clear. Oh my god. So this is a tiny transformer with LED. And I use magnets. I love magnets. Magnets is also magical, right? They power up a small LED like this. So small only. Then after that, you can find everything online, even Cytron with the boost converter and stuff like that. Then this thing stops already, right? No more continue upgrade for now. But it's becoming my parts of my set, my maker sets. Something to show, something to have fun. Back to my face. If you still want to see my face.
So what made you started this Joule thief? I know that, is it because you have a lot of these components lying around and then you're searching for a project, or the project comes in mind first, then you're like, oh, I want to build this. Then you keep on building and building.
It is like the LDR circuits, because it's smart, you see. It's so magical until the point during that time. Sorry, during my point of time.
It's still magical now. If you tell people that.
Oh really?
Remote, yeah, it's still magical.
Oh okay.
First time I know this.
Sure
yeah.
So even with Joule thief like this, it's like when I study, LED can power by 3 volts or blah. Oh no, all the things that you study, it doesn't make sense anymore. Mm-hmm. How come can a 1.5 volt battery power a 3 volts LED, right? So it doesn't make sense. Whatever you study doesn't make sense anymore. So I really want to explore more into it. So that's how I started making all this magical stuff, like you could say, right?
Any failures in between when you design all these tiny little Joule thief?
For the Joule thief, you have to try find the right tuning. So I think this Joule thief, it came with a capacitor as well, right? So you have to need the right turns of the coil. Yes, you have to get it right. So maybe 1 coil extra and 1 coil less, like that, to test it out. Especially this type of coiling thing, right? inductors and capacitance is very sensitive. So one missing coil, it doesn't work anymore. So just try and error lah. You would say try and error stuff like that.
Okay.
So after duty, I can continue, right?
Yes.
Okay. So all these electrical things also because I think I don't remember what are the age that I am. I have to backtrack again. I think during primary. So because after I form 5 already, right? Then why I love circuit so much? I have to backtrack why, right? So how come I got into this? My father are not engineers. My family are no engineering backgrounds as well. But how come I love this? Right? It's because of this. Okay, I think maybe it's like standard 4 lah, I think so. Standard 4 if I'm not mistaken. Standard 4 like that, I have this urge to try this. Okay, so don't try this at home, right? So I have this 240 plug at home, right? You know 240, but during your primary, how you know what is 240? You don't know what is 240 one. That time is so curious, you don't know what is 240. So you have wires, you have 240, then you have a light bulb. And I found out it's a 12 volt now. Now I know it's a 12 volt, but before that, how I know it's a 12 volts? So I connect this up. Then of course you know what happens. Anyone knows what happens?
Why are you like that?
Okay. Okay, kaboom lah, right? Okay, I put this. Don't try this at home. Please don't try this at home. Okay, so for now you know this is 240 volt AC. This is 30 gauge wire, and this is 12 volt DC. You put it on this, confirm kaboom. Then I say I'm so stupid lah that time. But it's so lucky they have circuit breaker, right? So it does burst into flame for a while. The light bulb bursts, the wire fried, black happens, and the plug also like black. Okay, but it trips the whole building. So my house is stripped. Then I think some of my family are watching television, I think, right? Then kaboom, then trip, then bo tian. Right? No electricity, blackout, bo tian. Then they think that what happened? I say nothing. I say nothing. Then I think my father go and on. I don't remember. It's not me because during that time it's so young. So I think my father go and turn back on the circuit breaker. Then everything is fine. So no one knows. Until now, no one knows. Until I study engineering lah, I think so. So no one knows. This is during standard 4. Okay. That's why I love electricity. So a lot of people, why you don't care? Why you don't afraid of getting shocked, right? How come you don't? My brothers are afraid of even static electricity from a supermarket cart, right? They said, "Oh my God, don't!" I think Adrian also afraid of that, right?
No, before that, okay one, and then after that, I started got traumatized because of this shock. Too much shock.
Okay.
Before that, I built tasers.
Oh yes.
And then after that, you get shocked too many times. You get fear of getting shocked.
Okay, sorry, Adrian. Maybe
don't
part of me.
Don't shock yourself.
I contributed. I contributed some of it. So I have to pan to the camera again. How more?
Don't shock yourself.
Oh, okay. Taser, yeah, yes. Yes. Then I built my taser. I don't have battery, sorry. I cannot power it up. If I power it up, I will destroy my camera also. So better don't. So it's I think this is a 2 kilovolts transformer inside. So it's a 6 volt to 2 kilovolts. Then with a voltage multiplier, diode, and you can search up voltage multiplier with diode, and also before that there's no epoxy lah, so I don't use epoxy. Then I know what is epoxy, then I use epoxy to epoxy it. I still expose all these electronics. You still can get shock of this. So it creates a 10 kilovolts voltage here, a very nasty shock as well. Okay, so I think Adrian tried this, so I think I contributed. So he's like having trauma now.
But you won't die lah. This one you won't die.
This one you won't die because I know won't die. So I
Then you shot yourself.
Then I started exploring to this. Oh gosh.
Microwave.
Even know this. Oh my god. This is a microwave transformer? No. This is not a microwave transformer. This is a CRT flyback transformer. Flyback. I don't know why they call it flyback. I think it's like flyback. Right. So 20 kilovolts, very high amp. I think 1 amp or more. Definitely will die. But why I still try? So I take off my TV. Last time you got this old big CRT TV, right? CRT, cathode ray tube TV. If you don't know what is a CRT, cathode ray tube TV. So very dangerous stuff lah. So yep. So you power up with some driver, transistor type of. You can power up like whatever intuitive circuit, but it's using high power transistor and stuff like that. Then you get 20 kilovolts of voltage here. It's so dangerous. So I use this to power up my first Tesla coil. Or this. I think a lot of people also see this before, right? During my time in Penang Science class. So I have to coil this myself. You can see there's a section. This is all the tape section because I can't coil in one day, right? So I have to like ding ding ding, then put a tape, then ding ding ding, then put a tape, then ding ding ding, then tape. And this is a very long PVC coil. So the tape is the mark of how fast I do it. I think it's linear. I don't know. Maybe it's getting more faster and faster. I think so. It's like skew a bit. So it's getting faster and faster. So yep. There's later found out I use this to power up, then create a primary coil. This is a secondary coil, right? Then transformer thing. Haha. How long? How long, Robert asked that. How long? Oh, I don't remember because I do it in a section. So I was in Penang Science Cluster. This is not the main project, so I just do it as a hobby, right? During my free time, I will just try it. Then later found out this is not, the ratio is not right. If you do some research, the ratio of the Tesla coil to the whatever primary oscillation, blah, 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 all those physics maths thing, okay, it's not right. So yeah, you still can have a very powerful shock out of this. So you can generate from 20 kilovolts to like maybe 50 or something like that. But it's not in tune. So it's the LC circuit doesn't tune properly. So it's more on try and error, right? Then the capacitor bang out all this lah, right? You have to tune it right to match the frequency. I usually use a calculation, but calculation not always right. So I get a rough value, then I just to calculate how much capacitor I need to tune the circuit. So that's where I get it done. Okay. Then after that, I have this in high voltage. Oh, it's rolling. High voltage capacitors. Yes. Then I make the second coil. Oh, this is where the fun begins. This is more in tune. So during my time in Penang Science Cluster, there's oscilloscopes and stuff like that. So you can get a much more accurate tuning because you have the function gen and oscilloscope. But now I can't get it tuned because I don't have all those machines for now. So primary coil, secondary coil. Oh, this takes a long time. I don't know how long I did. On and off lah, 1 month plus. So this, I think it's around 2,000 to 3,000 coil. It's very thin wire. So it's approximately 0.01 mm in diameter. And this is a thicker gauge wire, right? So I get this, and this PVC tube. So I don't have a load, so I have to use plate. Not even aluminium. After that, I found out aluminium is better, right? So this is stainless steel, not good for your Tesla coil. That's why I keep break down my Tesla coil. So this is plate. That's how I begin building my Tesla coil. You can check out my Facebook. It's not on Prototechies, It's more on my personal favorite. So it's on my Facebook. So I think it's public. So I did share it on my Facebook on the Tesla coin 2 years or 3 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. Yay! So let me continue. Yeah. Oh, some of you might know why I see you like magic too. Then why though? So I think back to my face. Okay. Still can hear me, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So some of you know me knows some magic, right? So I think magic is more like maker stuff, right? So it involves like creativity. Oh, my camera keep panning. Okay. And also DIY stuff. You have to make something to make it work, right? So a lot of hands-on, and for this, practice makes perfect, right? It's like maker. You have to keep making, try and error and stuff like that, test out the skills and stuff like that. So that's why magic comes into play as well. So that's why I think like how come magic, something magical, I love it somehow. So even electronics like this is so magical. Tesla coil is so magical. That's why they call it. Is it magic? Yeah, magic. Yeah, during that time it's magic. So Nikola Tesla wants to power the whole earth with just one Tesla coil somehow. Yeah, it's magical. Yes, magic. And it's the technology used for your wireless charging now. Yes, it's magic. Magic through air.
Wireless charger, magic.
Yes, magic. Oh my god, it's like magic. So what I'm doing now, yeah, of course, I founded the Prototechies. Yes. So it started with a laser cutter. Okay. So I wanted to start a business using a laser cutter. I see, hey, there might be a potential, right? So during the time, I think a few of my friends suggested certain names for it. So I came out with this Prototechies. So it's not original for me. It's partially from my friends who play Dota. I think there's one name called Prototype or something like that. I don't play Dota, so don't ask me. Okay, I call your name. So Prototype and techies. I say a bunch of techies together, right? So it's more like build prototypes and tech people combined together. Bunch of techies building prototypes. Yes, Prototechies. Although the pictures there have a laser cutter logo there, right? Does look like, because I started with laser cutter. So started with laser cutter. Then when I started the laser cutter, since I say it's 1 year ago, founded 1 year ago, and it's also Sochun MCO started. The pandemic started, right? So who wants to laser cut? No one's lah, right? So I shifted the business model to prototype since I still love electronics so much. So shifted the business to prototype since laser cutters still can use for the prototype as well, right? So why not? Okay. Why not try it then? Okay. So everything here is like, if you love it, you care, right? You care if you love it. Anything, game or stuff like that, right? Only you care. So laser cut, then started my first, got my few clients who are interested in building certain prototypes. And until now, it's still a long-term client. So I'm still helping them to improve certain products, right? Certain products, tech products. Still making prototypes, mostly prototypes. It's not a product yet, but more on like prototypes. My workspace. Oh, tidy up and get ready to build. Oh, my workspace. Do I need to show my workspace? Sorry, very messy workspace.
I think we are running low on time.
I do it as quick as possible.
Can wrap up. Let me share your screen.
Okay. Yep. Oh yeah, it's just a house. My workspace. Soldering machine, multimeter, hot glue with all the racks of Cytron stuff, right? And electronics components. A lot of stuff. Blah blah blah. My workspace and a computer here. More maker stuff there. So my space is not super clean. So it's super messy type of workspace, right? That's my workspace. If you want to know more, you can just let me know. Because we are running out of time, then yeah. What do you need for prototype? Oh, okay. So tools that I have, like I show you in my workspace already. So yep. I'm not gonna go further. These are all what I do for my prototypes. What I have for my prototypes.
Let me see.
Starting from Uno with the USB thing like that. Got ESP8266, ESP32. All these are how I build my prototypes because different client they need different stuff, right? So I have to well prepared with all the microcontrollers or development board that I have to test everything. And recently added a Pico. This is from Penang Science Cluster. I have to deliver content for them. So I added Pico. It's fun also. Python code. Oh, my first Python stuff. Right. These are all mostly Arduino stuff lah. You can program through Arduino IDE. Yeah, if you need small stuff, I still have this Cytron Qduino. I think it's
Do you
like,
know?
yeah, no more already, right?
No, no.
No more. They changed already. So I have this. Yay.
Which your
keyboard.
favorite? I think this is your favorite, right? DF.
This everything here. God. Everything here are my favorite. ESP32 cam. This is an espresso light during that time, right? It's not cheap also, but now they come out with this Node MCU, so cheap, so nice. Even ESP32 as well. The wireless part, I think.
ESP32.
No, this is NRF24L01.
Oh,
Then
wireless.
some basic RF module, Bluetooth is a must, and I think it's HC12,
Saber.
HC12, almost like LoRa, long distance type, but it's not LoRa. I don't have LoRa here because I don't do long distance stuff, but this is long enough, less than 1 kilometer, but still long. If I need any long distance communication, I will use these. Some sensors, these are basic sensors that you have.
Okay.
LCD now is so good.
I guess you gather all this stuff over time, like not
Yes, that's right.
Everything is many years of work. That's why you got so many boards.
Yeah, that's why on my slide there I say, don't wait. Time will never be just right. Work with whatever tools you have now. Better tools will be found as you go along. Right? This is all. It's not come in one shot. It's slowly upgrading. That's why I have those old Cytron board as well, old components as well. Right? This is from Napoleon Hill. Okay, so I love this quote. So why I don't stop? Things that works are those that you love. So that's why I never stop. Right? Oh, that's what I have for now. Yay! More than 45 minutes. Underestimated.
It's okay.
Yeah, more questions. Check out the green words down there. Never stop asking. That's where you learn. A lot.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
you
guys,
have
if you have questions, right, you can still drop your questions for Peter. We'll still be here for another 5 minutes. Thank you, Peter, for sharing your life story from high school to today.
Yes.
I think I heard this story a few times already, but maybe a more detailed version occasionally.
Yeah, with all the components.
Yeah. So thank you again. I think you are a true inspiration, a real role model for a maker. Alright, a maker is someone who make use of the tools that you have. You don't really need a lot of money, to get started.
Yep.
You can get a broken. There are so many
from a broken radio, right?
e-waste. There are so many e-waste around. If you look properly, you go to recycle center, all those stuff, you can actually break apart. I think we develop a bad habit also lah. Like we like to keep sampah lah. But
oh yeah, yes. We are the hoarder. Yes.
Yeah.
We like the
but at the same
stuff.
time, it's good lah. You keep stuff and then you break stuff and then you salvage. Salvaging is, you can save money also in a way, right? So any word of advice, Peter, for students, for people who are interested to become a maker? Do you have any like advice, quick advice?
A quick one, I will just say that you don't give up lah, because surely there will be things that will fail. I think this is a common advice for anything you're doing as well. So if you really think that you really want this, then you should give it a try and make sure it's a long-term thing lah, right? Not because of one failure, then you already give up on making anything, right? That's like, oh my god. I need an oscilloscope to tune back.
It's okay. I just link them back to your old video last time.
Link back.
I'm lucky enough to get to see it lah. You turn on and then play
music,
and then boom.
then boom.
Do you have projects with Groove, plug and play projects, Groove sensors?
Okay, because for me, I will go a bit low cost, since I know how to connect stuff on breadboard. Then I usually don't use Groove lah, right? Because Groove is more like plug and play, right?
Yeah.
So if I want to build a prototype, I rarely use plug and play stuff. I build an actual circuit first, then start with like a PCB and stuff like that and test it out. So that's why there's like 4 more boxes, which is not Cytron. 3 more boxes. It's JL PCB. JL PCB. Also blue, also blue. Apparently my logo also blue.
I guess Groove is suitable for students, plug and play,
Yes,
easy to
yes.
use. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then,
if you are very young age and like, even primary you want to start into making, you can try Groove Kit, and some those are easy plug and play kit that you have that doesn't use breadboard lah, right? Because not many young kids know how to use breadboard. Huh?
order. Okay. All right. I think we can wrap up already.
Yep.
Thanks, guys, for joining. Let's wrap this up. Okay. And also thank you, Peter, for sharing today's session. It's very inspiring. We really like the things that you're doing today, because it's all related to what you love since high school. You slowly develop that interest until you making a living out of it today. And also your jobs requires you to have that mentality and the making mentality. I think it's very important for students these days to learn to get busy with their hands, build stuff with their hands, and not just purely just reading and memorizing. We have to learn through building things.
Maybe
that's
one thing to start off your creativity is try ignore your computer first, right? With the parts that you have on hands, what can you build or what can you do? Ignore the computer first, because during that time I was there without a computer, right? Without a computer, that's only when your brain started to be much more creative. Because there's no point of helping. There's nothing to help you. Only your brain that is like functioning, right? So it twists better, I think so. That's how
force your
I started.
creativity in a way.
Because we don't want to be blinded by others' works or stuff like that, right? Because if you see somebody's works, you tend to follow their path, which is not really unique to yourself. But if you want to be unique to yourself, you try to be yourself, ignore everything, then start building stuff that comes out from your mind.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So thank you again. Thanks, Peter, for joining us today. So I'm gonna proceed with some of our slides. I'm sorry, guys, for we drag a little for today's, but thank you for staying with us. Let's wrap this up. Next week we have more sessions, but next week the session is more related to making things. Like what Peter is doing also, we make things, but today he's sharing on his life journey on how he get into making. So next week we have Shaman. He is going to share with you how you are going to enable Arduino in with MIDI lah. How are you gonna make music with Arduino? And then the week after, I'll be sharing with you on how you can do simple art with 3D Pen. And I know you guys, some of you guys are here and you're waiting for the certificates of participation. I prepared those as well. So before that, if you're interested to learn more, join our Makers Gathering. Peter, are you in the gathering group? Makers Gathering, I think you are in.
Telegram, okay.
Yeah. So in Telegram, we have our Makers Gathering group. If you want to learn more about making things, yeah, by all means, join us. If you are interested in 3D printing, join our 3D printing group in Telegram. And share us your feedback. What do you think about today's session? If you enjoy it, let us know. If you want Peter to present more things, let us know as well what kind of things you want him to present. We have a lot of feedback though. Like they want to see the Tesla, but we will share the link lah. Later we share the link in the Facebook. In the
Tell me
comment
it's not in public. Yeah, we don't make it public.
Yeah.
I'm more low profile type of people.
You share it in the Prototechies Instagram, and then we share in the story. Right. So drop your feedback. Here's the link. If you want to learn more about what Peter do in his business, you can go and follow his Instagram here. So he basically not only do prototype, he have a laser cutting machine, you do laser engraving, prototypes as in if you have some ideas that you need someone's help to design or to create a basic prototype, Peter is a guy, right? So yeah, thanks for joining again. I hope you learned something. I hope you find this session valuable. Thank you, Peter. Thank you so much for
thank you, Cytron,
joining
for
us today. All right. Okay. So keep making, guys. Thanks again.
And stay safe. Stay safe. Oh my God.
Yeah, stay safe,
everybody.
Thank you.
Okay, bye everyone.
Bye.